as a business person, you've built this business. Where do you get stuck, and how do you get yourself unstuck?
I think where I get stuck is trying to do too many things at the same time. And I think most founders are divergent people who want to move a mile a minute, but don't have the resources or the teams to do it. And so for me, constantly sequencing things in the right way, and deciding what happens now versus what happens in 6 months versus 12 months, that's the piece that is tough in terms of having a continuous bias towards action, however, letting things marinate and take effect.
Yeah.
Versus do too many things at the same time. Like right now, my focus is fundraising, and that should be where I spend 80% of my time. That's going to shift to demand generation in the second half of the year, and that's going to become my top job. But this guy, I forget his name. I think his name is Matt Macari, who coaches a bunch of Silicon Valley CEOs and got pretty famous. He wrote this book called The CEO Within. So he talks a lot about every CEO need to be very clear on what is your top problem, and then at least spending 2+ hours every day on your top problem.
Yeah.
And I think CEOs often have 18,000 fires to put out, and so they try and do a lot. But you can mistake motion for progress.
Yeah.
And progress comes from only solving one thing and staying focused on that one thing.
Yeah, I love that. I think I hear you. A lot of the C-level execs that I work with, they do have a hard time prioritizing.
Yeah.
And I find myself, working with them on that very topic. And
it's called a big brain problem. When you have a big brain, you're trying to solve many things, but you dumb things down and
right. Exactly.
slow it down a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.